Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. I'm back, and we're back for some more Frozen Foresters in Oxygen Not Included. My camera is up to weird shenanigans. The exposure still does not appear to be working correctly, but that's fine. There we go. I fixed it. The fish seem to have found something in the driftwood. I think there may be an algae wafer that's left in there that they're all trying to scavenge out. I think Whiskers mopped up most of them earlier. But there may be one or two left. Hello, Kuji. Hope you're doing well, fish. Yes, indeed, fish. Let's hop on over to Oxygen Not Included. Also, I fixed chat today. I realized the chat window up there wasn't working yesterday, which was annoying. So that's working again now. So it's all good. So, what are we up to? Well, I think we fixed the audio issue. Yeah. I think it's playing all the sound effects now, like it should be. So, I think we fixed the audio issue from yesterday. We're back to the Frozen Forest run. At the moment, the Frozen Forest asteroid is pretty much solved. Like, there isn't much more we actually need to do here. We do have Grey Area at high stress. Why is that? Grey Area is about to murder a Pip. Let's have a look. Low morale. Right, it sounds like we need to get some extra morale stuff in here. What about rec rooms? What do our rec rooms look like? We could probably put in an arcade cabinet pretty easily. That sounds sensible. And we're supposed to be filling this, and we haven't been doing it. Dupes have been getting mad, they haven't been getting coffee. So let's actually just very quickly set up an arcade cabinet. Rec room over here. You're fine, your colony's not. What's going wrong with your colony then? Yeah, I believe we have a transformer over here that we can just hook this onto on its own. Yeah, these ones will do. I definitely want to set up this power network for the other base as well. So this could just go down here. The shenanigans with the conductive wires have already begun. This is fine. We are going to need 3 bridges there. Let's priority 9 these bridges. Yes, that's right. Bro, Twitch, stop. Still temperature issues. Yeah, fair enough. So this is my main run to show you what's actually going on here. So if we unpause. So this is the Frozen Forest asteroid. It was very cold. We've succeeded in heating it up, which obviously generating heat is no difficult task in this game. We managed to get it under control. We're growing all the plants we want to grow in the right areas. So that's good. We have a surplus of food. We have a little bit too much CO2. I haven't really been paying attention to this planet because we've been trying to fix everything on the other planet. But it looks like the carbon skimmer isn't working. Yeah, the carbon skimmer hasn't been getting enough water. Okay, that's fine. So, where is our water supposed to be coming from? All of our water appears to be dripping down here at the moment, which is definitely not what it should be doing. So I think I'm going to close this off. Speed that up for a second. Let's see what happens with this pipe. Yes, I know I have idle dupes, that's fine. I don't really care about that anymore. Right, now you're getting some more water to the carbon skimmer. This carbon skimmer needs to be integrated to the rest of this loop, I think. We were doing that because we needed to run the desalinator to actually get the rust machines to produce oxygen, because we weren't producing enough oxygen. We have oxalite coming in from the meteors here, but I don't really want to use that for regular base oxygen needs. I think I need to reroute this water. So I think what I actually need to do is... this water needs to go somewhere else. I think I just need to disconnect this. Because we need that water to actually come out. We need that water to actually come out for us to process all the salt. So I think perhaps we just don't let this exit here. Just let it fill up the thing for a little bit. Okay, we'll see how this goes. What we got in the pod? We are not allowed to print non-duplicants on this run. You're a pretty good rancher. I don't really want to print any more dupes at the moment, though. So I'm just going to reject you. Skills? Let's give people skills. I don't think there's too many people with skills. It's just Layra. Good. Even you forgot to get a dupe that has functional legs and wearing an Atmos suit. Yeah. Athletics is important. Right, what are you all doing? Why are you all idle? Oh, you're all idle over here. I see. And I do actually need to give you stuff to do over here as well. There isn't really a lot more of this asteroid left to dig up, is there? Just for now. Now, this isn't super hot, is it? No. Okay, good. Yeah, just for now, come in here and dig all of this to keep you occupied. We'll come back here in a minute. We're trying to finish off this Draco build, where we're going to have our Draco ranches like we were talking about yesterday. But I've got to solve this stress situation out first. I don't think this is going to stay here, so I'm not going to bother drywalling this bit. I think what I'm going to do with this run... What I'm going to do with this run is I'm going to prioritize exploring and finding new stuff. I'm not going to focus on making a super elaborate, ultra efficient base. I just want to actually get to the late game content, and I feel like this run is our best bet at that at the moment because it's not too complicated. Let's see, that power wire is fine. Oh yeah, nice boiling saltwater lock. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Right, and you can't build this because you can't actually get out here because... Why? Where are you? You can't get over here at all because none of these docks have actual masks in them. Yeah, that would help if you delivered some masks. I think we actually need to make some more masks. I think we keep accidentally dumping them on the other planet. Well, we have a crafting station over here. That's fine. Let's make another 10 masks. Whatever. You need to replace it with crude oil very soon until natural gas starts trying to pretend it's oxygen. Nice. But yeah, we need to get this sorted out. In fact, I'm going to put grey area on the losers schedule. The losers. The fool. You can go. You can relax for now before you break anything. But yes, the main aim at the moment is to get reed fiber going on this asteroid. Now, we do have a Draco over here. We are still trying to actually get someone with the critter ranching skill. And I believe it is Bert. No? It could be Bert? Is it red shirt guy? I think it's Steve. Yeah, we're waiting for Steve to get ranching so we can actually move the Draco. And then we'll start getting that all sorted. We've got some bristle blossoms in here we're trying to cool down as well. We're trying to fill up this thermoregulator with hydrogen so we can actually cool down the area. It's getting there, but the problem is the pipe isn't full of hydrogen yet. And we're generating it via a naked electrolyzer. Because I didn't want to build the SPOM here. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we build the SPOM here today. That sounds fairly straightforward. But you guys can finish digging this first, and then we can do that. Now, let's see. This counts as a recreation room. You do still need to build this. I'm a bit concerned that our friend isn't actually getting de-stressed. Let's actually give you more morale here. I don't think that's going to help, though. Yeah, your morale is just too low. I guess it doesn't help that you're eating pickled meal. I think you're probably going to go break something. Despite our best efforts. In fact, let's actually shift downtime over here. And now you can go to bed. Because if you're in bed, you're asleep. And if you're asleep, you're hopefully not destroying everything. Yeah, there you go. So now you're here, you're getting minus 20% stress. So your stress isn't going up anymore. But obviously we can't just have you sleep forever. I mean, we can at the moment because everyone's kind of bored. Layra, are you actually trapped? Have you actually trapped yourselves? No, you just run out of digging to do. Let's just keep grabbing all the stuff down here. We're gonna want this all eventually. It's no issue. You can dig this out as well. I have no issue with that. I really want to let the chlorine out. Yeah, I want to get grey area at a state where we can actually handle them, and then we'll go on to doing other stuff in the other asteroid. You've got cold air now? Your bed is too cold? Okay, grey area, you can have this one. This one's warmer. Wow. I should probably actually do something here. Hello, Acid 101. 0101, hope you're doing well. Tripping dupes in that bottom dig. Trapping them? No, they can get through here. I am trying to keep tabs on whether I'm trapping them or not. I don't always succeed. I think we're... Oh, that one! This one! Yeah, no, I see what you mean. Yep. Yep. Well, they can't get down here at the moment, so let's actually just do it like this. And then you're not currently trapped. You have got oxygen over here. There's not a lot, though. I think it would probably be sensible just to get you out of here. Okay, that's not what I meant, Pay. Here you go. Now you can do what you want. Thank you. Yes, I did completely miss that one. Hope you're doing well. We just need to get grey area to calm down. He's at 99% stress. This has not worked. Your stress is still going up. Your morale is just too low. Did we get the wire built at least? No power consumers. Oh, you need to build this wire, which you can't reach. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I guess you're just going to have to remove this then. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't think you're going to get out of this cycle. You're probably just going to have to break something. I'll have to follow them around on that angry rampage. Because the moment I wake them up, they're going to go over that threshold. I guess we just need to get it over with then. There you go, have fun. Don't you need to do a massage table to reduce stress? You can. That's not a really good long-term solution, using power to reduce stress. If you put them on a sleep-only schedule, it doesn't use any power. It's not as efficient. But, I mean, we have plenty of power. Maybe we should just make a massage parlor. But I don't want to long-term rely on it. This seems like an isolated case. So we'll just try and not get everyone stressed instead of relying on a building that uses power. I feel like it's just a big trap, honestly. But we're going to have to... Yeah, you're at 100% stressed. Bash, bash, bash. That tile is making an interesting noise. Are you destroying the tile? Okay. That's fine. To be honest, I'm pretty happy with you destroying the tiles. That's okay. It's just like... let me just get my breath back before I start breaking everything again. Yeah, the pips are doing alright. Although you're annoying. Actually, we're going to get rid of you. I have decided I'm going to plug up all of these gaps again. So... We removed them because we literally didn't have the metal for doors on this asteroid. I think it's probably worthwhile me actually dooring this off again now, considering we're storing stuff in this. Where are you? You're destroying the oxygen diffuser. Interesting. Well, you don't have any oxygen here anyways. It's interesting that it looks like it starts working again when they're breaking it. The game is just assuming that you're running it while the dupe is breaking it. Well, you're not going to be able to repair those. It's going crazy. Otto, you can have supplying. Sounds good. Interesting that the destruction is actually destroying the tiles. I'm now destroying the grill. Amazing. They do really know what to go after, don't they? We need to watch out for grey area. Right, grey area has now calmed down. We have got video games working. That should help with the whole morale situation. You've also got coffee again. That should also help. But now you're out of coffee again. Great. Amazing. I don't think we're going to get more algae, but just in case we do, I'm going to put these back. It's probably fine. You are presumably bored instead of trapped. Yes. We'll get to you guys in a moment, I promise. Anything else I want to dig out of here? Probably this. You can just dig all of this as well, I guess. I just want to clear all the space. I want to have this asteroid be up and running, like, permanently. Instead of just full of temporary crap. Right, we do need to rebuild our grill. Right. Where is your stress? Low oxygen. Right. Carbon skimmer is working again now. That's good. So the carbon skimmer stuff is all going in the polluted water loop. That's good. And we're still dumping all the water from the desalinator as well, which is what we want. Okay. Seems like this is working. Desalinators are running. Oh, they're not running. The rusty oxidizers aren't running because they don't have enough salt, because you still need to do this. They're not actually running at the moment. No, because this pipe isn't getting any regular... This pipe isn't getting any brine in it. We've still got brine ice. You should still be loading brine ice in here. I think you need to load brine ice in here, not regular ice. Because, yeah, we're running out of brine. Is there anything else we can do for morale over here? Surfboard, probably. I'm sure there would have been a way to fit the surfboard on that tepidizer. I think it honestly just makes sense to put it over here. So, remove this. We'll just put the surfboard over here, and then you guys can get stoked. That should be fairly easy to set up. I need to stop skilling you guys up randomly as well. Now, any water coming out of here is obviously going to be clean. So that could just go there. And then this wire could literally just go in here. That's fine. Dude's still eating mealwood. I mean, mine too. And they're mostly eating barbecue, but we are pickling a lot of meal for an emergency, I guess. You're all idle now. Right. Okay. Just for now, I'm going to get you to build a gym. Also, why aren't you growing? We have a pump full of water. Why is this not pumping? So bathroom is going up here. Something going wrong with the pipe logic. Yeah, because this is supposed to recirculate and then come out the other way. That's frustrating. So what is stopping this from working? Is it this? Game is going to keep pausing automatically while we try and figure this out. I wanted to set up a water loop that was going to continuously run water through here. So the water is coming out of this bridge to go in here. So presumably all this stuff is working correctly then. It's just not actually going in here. Where's this bridge going? Do I just need to do something like this? I think the answer is probably yes. Let's do it like this. You didn't have the heart to turn pips into barbecue? That's like 90% of the point of pips. Well, not really. There are better critters for just food. Sure. Okay, so that's sending that through here now. Yeah, I think we just got a bit confused about all these bridges. That should get these bristle blossoms growing now. Okay, good. Yeah, because you've been wasting all the fertilizer on these two. Right. Let's actually get a gym going. Just so I don't have to worry about you guys being completely idle. Again, this is just going to be temporary. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think. And then you don't have to worry about the plants that died. That's just our arbitrary seed generator. Arbor acorn generator. So we're just going to put let's just put some tiles here. Then furniture-wise, we're just going to put a lamp here. That automation wire is just going to go over here. Make that out of lead. And then instead of that, we have a cycle sensor, or a timer sensor that deactivates every schedule block. And then the wire just plugs in here. So you guys will just run on this. I don't think I actually needed to generate power. I think we're alright on the power front here. We're using coal at the moment. I should probably set up an actual transformer spine here. That would probably be a good idea. What else is broken? A door? That's fine. I don't care about that. We got the hot CO2 vent here, but CO2 is not very hot in general, so I'm not that concerned. So long as the skimmer is working, we should be fine. I mean, the output of this geyser is, what, 180 grams per second on average. This is consuming 300 grams per second on average, if it's actually running. So we should deal with this backlog now, that this is running consistently. Yeah, and then we just actually remove this pipe. I need to decongest all my pipe work. Right, you can have a lamp as well. So let's actually put a... What on earth am I doing with this? This is just because I don't want to fit a surfboard anywhere else, but we need the morale. Tiles here seems fine. Every issue is a power issue at this point. I mean, pretty much. There you go. This wire is annoying me. You can sod off. And then we can remove this ladder. I don't think that does anything. Just so we can access all of this. I still have some colored in wire over here from earlier. Oh well. Stress is continuing to go up. This is not good. Is it time to get the nature reserve in? I think it might be time to get the nature reserve in. You guys do have more recreational things to do, so I'm hoping we can actually solve this just with time. Do I just move some beds over here? It's nice and warm. Because I'm sure getting the cold air while you're trying to sleep isn't ideal. I think we can remove this for now. I don't think we need any more ethanol. Hip, you're getting out of this room. Would scrubbing them to reset morale needs help? I mean, yes, it would. That would solve it, but I don't want to de-skill the dupes. I just want to make the base better. If we can make the base better, there's lots of things we can do. So we'll do those first, and then we'll skill scrub them as a last resort. So I think for now we're just going to put the extra beds here. Here you go. Yeah, this game is basically just a string of catch-22 situations where you just got to figure out what you actually need to do first. Right, so now this needs to be set to green 24, red 1. So now you can run on this. Okay, so now instead of being idle, you guys are going to train your athletics and your machinery skills in these while we're figuring out what else to do. That's fine. I don't think we're going to drywall this. I don't think this is permanent. But now we can move you all out of these rooms. I don't think it makes sense having any dupe sleeping in a cold room from a stress point of view. Jean, Ruby. There you go. Realistically, we'll probably just make these rec rooms at some point. Oh god, Great Area is already getting stressed again. Okay, there's water down here. That's not going to help. Liquids. We have had lots of problems with liquids just randomly freezing and melting this map. I'm just going to preempt this and put you on the sleep-only schedule again. Got popped eardrums as well. Why you got popped eardrums as well? The CO2 pressure is really high down here. Probably worth putting more than one skimmer in. I'll put a skimmer at this end as well. There's a lot of CO2 over here. Oh, that's not gonna work. Right, put that... I mean, obviously we're just letting this geyser erupt, partly because of the heat. I guess we shouldn't be letting this erupt. I think the logic was this is what we're using to refuel the rocket as well. So we need a little bit of CO2 down here, but we don't want the whole base full of CO2. And we want a little bit of heat for the peppers, which is working. But perhaps this is not the best idea. I mean, at least you guys are fairly on the ball when it comes to these errands. Probably should start making your pips omelette. Yes, this is always an interesting question. When do you start turning your critters from into, from barbecue into omelettes? Yeah, why aren't you actually getting around to doing all the recreational stuff? You have downtime. I need to get you some carpet tiles. That would be good. Unreachable toilet. What do you mean? Did I break the... Oh, I broke the bathroom, didn't I? So this is backing up now because this excess water isn't draining off. The issue is I needed to prioritize going from this here. I feel like it should be prioritizing this because this is the start of the pipe. Am I going crazy? That's definitely not what's happening. I bet it's because of the farm tiles. Yes, it is. So what we actually have to do is we have to put it here. And then, instead of having it fork off, just have it divert both ways. Okay, that should get the bathrooms working again. Good. Oh, God. It's alright. We'll get there. Oh, these aren't growing because they're too hot. Why are these too hot? Because the water feeding them is too hot. These are not a good bathroom plant, but we don't have anything better on this planet. Actually, I'm lying. If we put them in somewhere where it's hot enough, we can just grow pinch of peppers. Okay, we can solve that issue. Right, go over here. I mean, for now, this is fine, because it just means the excess bathroom water is going into the bristle blossoms. That's absolutely fine. Or, I say it's absolutely fine. It's still building up in here. But this bit over here is hot enough for pinch of peppers, so we could just put... Let's see. How much polluted water do they eat again? They eat 35 kilograms per cycle. We're going to have 10 dupes here. Well, we do have 10 dupes here, so we need 2 pinch of peppers. So those can go here. And then that pipe can go over here and go into these instead. And that's how we're going to get rid of all the bathroom water. I mean, realistically, we could probably just feed it to the bristle blossoms here and it'll be fine. In fact... I'm going to get you to... I'd rather just have the bristle blossoms for now, so I'll get you to do this first. We're going to grow pinch of peppers up here anyways. We already are growing them up here, and we're actually growing some of the bristle blossoms down here for the Drecos now as well. So that's good. Steve, we're waiting for your skill point. You guys still definitely need your skill points. Captain Sweet Danger, you can have digging. I should probably just stop skilling people up here now. I mean, you can have a skill point. You're not too far gone. I think we should do the nature reserve here today. We should get some pit planting done. No more dupes. So, everyone's going up and down through here all the time. A lot of people are going up and down through here as well, but it's always this shaft between the bedroom and the bathroom. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this off and make it a room. I'm going to have to remove... I'm going to have to remove a few bits, aren't I? I think all of this pipework... Oh, that's still operational. Crap. I'm going to have to move all this to the side. Because we're going to have to door this out. I will put some doors here as well. Because we need to make it a room. We're going to put all the... We're going to get some pit-planted plants in this bit here. And that's going to be a nature reserve, and that's going to give everyone 6 morale for free. No, why am I... What is this used for? Nothing, okay. You can deconstruct that then. I feel like this scene was in a good place, or this map was in a good place when we went on leave and we came back and we kind of ruined everything. Sometimes it just be how it is. But we can fix everything. I'm in no rush. I really don't want to restart. Grey areas at 8 out of 27 for morale. Oh, that's because they're still fast asleep at the moment. They're not doing any of the morale stuff. They should be doing downtime stuff, but I guess they're just not. I think this isn't working. They're probably going to break everything again. Scrub them short term to get them working. Let's just check whether we can. Yeah, we could do that. You don't need all these skills. I think the main issue is just that you're not actually getting the morale the rest of these dupes are getting. Like, you should be fine. We got dupes with like 33, 36 morale. Yes, they can't keep blowing everything up, so I think maybe we do just do that for now. We did already build one of these. But you're definitely not going to stay in there. Right, we need a gas valve. What? No, a gas shutoff. So that needs to go there, and then this needs to go here. Then separate that off. Have I set people to not eating meal ice? I could do that as well. No, I don't want a skill scrub grey area. No, we're just going to tell them not to eat the meal ice stuff. Eat the barbecue. We're producing barbecue. Eat the good food, and then you'll actually get the morale. I have to keep an eye on everything they're breaking. Okay, I'm fine with you breaking this. And I can go there, remove all of this stuff. This can get removed. We'll put a door in here. And then I think we can just terminate it here and that'll be fine. So it's a shame to cut the fire pole off, but I think we do want to do that anyways. Move the background buildings as well. Remove this lamp. Put some doors back here as well. Right, what are you breaking? That's fine, I'm just going to leave stuff broken for now. You are overheating. Yes, we need to make you out of steel. You are not going to be conductive enough to do anything productive here. So we'll sort that out in a sec. Here, look, see, I'm doing the very important thing at the moment of surfing on the surfboard while a grey area breaks everything. This is very well planned out. I don't think we need this drywall here anymore. So you guys can remove that as well. At some point. Yeah, you're just... you're getting baited into destroying the same things over and over again. It's kind of funny. Oh, we're not going to be able to see any tiles they've removed. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, because they just outright destroy the tile. We're going to have to pay attention to that. Let's seal this off as well. So this needs to be set to... oh, God. This is set to hydrogen. Good thing I didn't remove that first. And then this goes here. Yes, I think this is intentional. Spaghetti! Remove all of this. Yep, you're doing your best to help remove all these tiles. Right, you've calmed down now. So, anyone who's getting to high stress, I think we just need to get them off the mealwood. So, Ashcan, Camille, Bat. I think that's important. There should be enough barbecue for most of you guys. I guess we'll find out if there isn't. Let's try that first. Right, so now you can door... Nope. Door. We've got a little pocket down here. I think the intention is just that I'm going to plant them... I'm just going to plant the plants in here. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to do the manual airlock deconstruction trick. So, just to show you in an area first before we actually commit to doing it, we make a manual airlock out of something. So, yeah, that's priority 9. I mean, all this stuff is priority 9, to be honest. We need to lock this bit off as well. That's fine. You guys don't just have time to do all the... Just not have time to do all the recreational stuff? So we have a lot of recreational stuff now. Maybe you don't. Do I just set everyone else to not eat the good food? Maybe that's what I need to do. It'd be interesting if there was a way to make it so that duplicants only ate food to fill their morale requirement. But obviously there's no way of automatically doing that. Right, new building can go on priority 8. Right, both carbon skimmers are working. There's oxygen building up over here. I think I want to make airflow tiles here. We removed all the airflow tiles over here for a while because we didn't actually have the metal, but we have the metal now, so we can replenish them. I think that's important. Yeah, just do that. This whole bit is filled with carbon dioxide as well. Right, so you built the manual airlock. So now, I think what we have to do is we just have to surround it with tiles and then deconstruct it. So, priority 9 this. And what we're going to do is we're going to just plant wild plants in our access shaft. It's generally the right temperature for plants, so it should be fine. I haven't done this in a while, so I might be doing it wrong. Oh. You can't get around there and do that. Hold on. I just pressed the wrong button as well on my mouse. I just set the DPI wrong. Amazing. Yeah, remove that one so you can actually crawl over. In the meantime, the dupes in the other asteroid are going to be getting very buff. Ashcan, you're one of the ones that's actually struggling. It's just because you're not getting to the actual morale tasks. Do you guys actually have the full downtime? You do. You shouldn't... You should be able to get around to doing everything then, eventually. We have enough coffee for the machine. We still need to get rid of all the water from this room. So all the excess water from the desalinator, we're literally just dropping it down here. Oh my goodness. So we were freezing this. It looks like we've dumped sufficient heat into the frozen core so that it's no longer frozen. Interesting. I guess you're going to come down here and start digging all of this out then? Amazing. Unpermitted food. Meal and bat. Oh, right, we need to set this to barbecue and pickle meal. Yeah. Already 9. Fun. So now, I think if we tell them to deconstruct this, it should form a natural tile. I don't know why. This is just a glitch that's been in the game for a while. I think this is the correct way of doing it. Yeah, now you're dancing. That's good. So, yeah, if you remove this door, we get... Ta-da! So it is 200 kilograms per tile. And obviously, if you dig it out again, that is deleting the metal. So it's not ideal, but it is a quick and convenient way of doing it. So... yeah, now I can just restore all of this. So, that means... so the tile forms at the bottom of the airlock. So that means if we go into background buildings, we need to do something like this. I need to door this up again as well. I'm glad we have enough metal to do all this stuff again. And I'm just going to put 5 plants in, just to be safe. You only need 4, technically. But we're going to put 5 in, just in case one has temperature issues or something. Also, this natural tile here still has our hatch in it. As a buried object. We'll release that when we feel like it. Steve still hasn't got his... Steve probably isn't going to get it while he's working on the wheel. That's fair enough. Yeah, I just don't want to skill you guys up. I'll wait a little bit longer for that. Still going up. Why is stress still going up? You actually just need to get around to doing all the activities. You literally just aren't getting around to doing all the activities. Did we break a room bonus? We've got a great hall. We've got the barracks. We've got the washroom. So you should be getting the morale bonuses related to that. I guess we'll rebuild these just in case someone breaks them again. Let's sigh. This isn't exactly what I wanted to do today, but it is what we're doing, so that's fine. Still have another couple of hours, so hopefully we'll end up doing something productive on the other asteroid as well. But, I mean, this is productive. We haven't done this for a while. We still get to find Stixers, but even if I do, I don't think I want to make my temperature problems even worse. Long hair Stixers could help you suck some oxygen from your spawn. That's not a problem that you need to solve. I feel like that's some mental gymnastics. Like, yes, I need to feed my long-haired Stixers. This is surely what I need to do in my base. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Acid. I will see you later. Thank you very much for the follow. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Whiskers sends their regards. And we're going to need to block all this off temporarily while we deconstruct everything. Now, we have got a suspicious-looking pip just hanging out here randomly. So that's good. Yeah, this game does that. I'm not going to pretend this is the most coherent save I've ever had either. I mean, we have made it difficult. Frozen Forest is difficult. Not doing teleporters and not doing care packages is difficult as well. But I still feel like things could be going better. So now I think what we do, so we can get around the axis shaft both ways. So I think we do just tile this all off temporarily. So something like this. Because we can climb to every bit of it around the doors. Except for these bits here. I think we have to leave the tops open. For now. Hold on. Yeah, we leave the tops open for now and we do them one at a time. And then all we need to do is actually start dropping the seeds off and they should go to town. Or the pip should go to town. But yeah, as you said, every problem's a power problem, so mine is going to hydro generators on the spawn. Yeah. If you have lots of refined metal, remember you can do the power control station and turn your metal into 50% more power. Which is... this one that I never use. It is a thing you can do, but your dupe does need the skill for it. Operating skill. So this is... Oh, well, we've separated it all off now. This is a proper room now. And it's certainly small enough that we can have it be a nature reserve. The nature reserve needs to be at least 32 tiles. This will be at least 32 tiles. It can't be greater than 120 tiles. Right, so now I think we just do this. We can start deconstructing them pretty quickly, actually. Which would need metal refinery for that, which would need power. Oh, right, yeah. Do you have any metal volcanoes? Just randomly erupting anywhere? That's my favorite thing to do. Oh yeah, that's the other thing that's difficult about this poor pip. That's the other difficult thing about this seed is there's no metal volcanoes on either this asteroid or any of these ones. We gotta go even further away for that. So I shouldn't actually be wasting metal, really. But we are. So stress is decreasing again. That's good. Ah! Pardon? We just did this and it worked. Do we need a couple of bottom tiles as well? Oh yeah, and the heat from metal volcanoes as well. Yeah. Very fun. Right, why on earth did that not work? I think that even just deleted the metal. That's really not good. Can you build this? Because we literally just did it over here and it worked. Is the issue that there's a pipe here? I don't think it's been an issue in the past. Although, that being said, we definitely shouldn't be running pipes through these. Because any pipes we run through these, we won't be able to deconstruct later or repair. So actually, I want to space that. I want to put them in the middle, don't I? Okay. Okay. So remove all of this stuff that's blocking this area off. And we'll do 4 in the... well, we can do 5 in the middle. Or we can do 6 in the middle, actually, now I think about it. Yeah, let's do 6. So... we need to remove the background buildings as well. Yeah, just remove everything from this column in general. You can leave that one there. Yeah, in the meantime, everyone's just going to get very buff. Oh, hold on. What are you doing, Fishy? What are you doing, Fishy? Look at this. Pleco is going mad on the driftwood, and Whiskers is watching. Ridiculous. In fact, let me actually catch the blind as well. I'll just do that now. It is that time of year where it gets dark halfway through the stream. Webcam looks like it still isn't adjusting properly. I need to figure out what's causing this issue. Because it says it's the same exposure setting, but it clearly isn't. Right, that's better. Right. Of course the oxygen pipe is running through all of this. So what I need to do is I need to take this here, divert it this way. I think that's part of the issue, is that we have pipes in the area. So I think I actually just need to deconstruct all of this pipe. That is the one that is stressing out now. Well, I mean, we have the recreation stuff. The Dreamer here is on 46 morale. You have enough morale again, so we're going to skill you up. Red shirt guy, we can skill you up as well. Give you operating. Yeah, I think this all makes sense. We haven't had to do much with this hydrogen geyser for a while. We've had plenty of excess power just from space, so that's good. In fact, these tanks are still full of hydrogen. So I should probably just turn these off. Because I don't need you guys to be wasting time on that. And I don't want you to be wasting Abyssalite on that either. Right, let's just test one at the bottom first. Because we need to make sure this actually works. So we need to build that airlock, then we need to surround it in tiles. Like this. And that could be priority 9. Now, you obviously can't reach that tile. You're trying to decide to get the oil, or try mining up for soda, but then you need glass forge, and that requires power. Yeah. I'll tell you what. If you post your save, or post a screenshot of what your base looks like in the Discord, so oh, for fuck's sake. Someone might be able to help you out there. You're actually suffocating, so we need to remove this immediately. But yeah, people are usually there to answer people's questions. Can you actually reach this? I'm not sure you can even reach this. Okay, Camille can. That's good. Oh, you can actually go through the door? There you go. Yeah, get Bat out of there. Maybe it's something to do with the drywall. I'm not really sure we're supposed to have the drywall and the tile on the same tile. Maybe that's what's breaking it. Yeah, I think people in Discord are pretty good at dealing with messy bases and trying to figure out how they tick. Right, let's try removing this again. We want the natural tile, and we want to put it here, and we want to have the plant here. And this won't conflict with any of our pipes. No, it's just vacuum now. Why? We literally did it over here. Is this the point where I actually just load up how to do the exploit? I think it is. Just give me a second. Hmm. I know people have used the natural tile mod with this as well. The alternative is that we just make refined phosphorus and we just drip it on as a liquid. That might be easier. We've definitely done this in the past. Wait, is this actually going to work? Hold on, don't... Yeah, okay. So, yeah, people have the manual airlock. It's surrounded by tiles. I think the corner tiles are important. I think that's the issue. Yeah. Okay, let's try doing it again just with the corner tiles. So this one can go here. I'm annoyed though, because when we're doing this and it's not working, it's actually deleting the metal, so that's obviously not good. I think it's probably worthwhile having the plant in the middle anyways. I think this is a good change overall. It's me! I'm doing the thing. And now Jean is going to do the thing. That is stressing out again. You shouldn't be stressing out. With soggy feet. Low morale, low oxygen. Right, where's the liquids? I guess... I need to sweep up liquids in bits where dupes are actually going. That's annoying. Who's idle? You're idle. Oh, because I need to remove this. Okay. There you go. Because I've set this to one way only so that you don't have navigational issues. You should be fine. Yeah. Right, Bat, I'm going to set you to sleep only for now. This doesn't seem to be working, though. Even with the minus 20% debuff. So low morale is just too much of an issue. I'm guessing it's just dupes not actually getting to the tasks. Right, deconstruct this. But again, some dupes have more morale, so I'm not really convinced it's worth skill scrubbing them. Seems like luck of the draw whether they're actually getting to do the activities they need to do. Right, Ruby, please let this one actually work. Okay, that one worked, so we do actually need to put the corner tiles here. Good to know. Right, let's be very careful and do this one at a time. Oh. Just the regular buildings, please. God damn it, I've done it again. This is winding me up. Right, so... now we actually know what we're doing. Put all the manual airlocks down. And then start tiling them up. And I don't think we need to do the top tile either, apparently, from what I've seen. So I think if we do it like this, we should actually be okay. Yeah, now I'm going to go actually eat. So let's just double check everything. So Bat can only eat barbecue, which there is plenty of barbecue on. You're gonna go eat a nice meal. You're in the Great Hall. Your morale is going up. You've had a pleasant chit-chat. Low oxygen. Are we just not actually... I feel like the oxygen's just not actually getting down here. Maybe we do more airflow tiles? I guess they like to hang out in this area in general. That's fine. We do need to make sure the air all dissipates. So let's do all of this. You're using the loot. Now you have plenty of morale, so now you should actually be fine. Yeah, now you're using the shower as well. Yeah, see, now you're getting all your nice things. Okay, that's slightly reassuring. Right. I think what I'm gonna do, because you guys can crawl through all these gaps, I'm just gonna tell you to go this way. And there is absolutely nothing on these tiles where we're building these. The only exception is here where we have... Oh, what's going on here? This needs to be removed. That gas pipe needs to go here and then down here. Yeah, now your stress is going down. That's good. And so long as there's nothing on these actual tiles here where we're doing the natural tiles, this shouldn't be a problem. So let's test it with the tile open up here. Who's idle? Harold. Oh, yeah, okay, alright, look. Don't get sassy with me. You're gonna stay here for a little minute. Oh no, now you're suffocating. Okay. Fine. Have it your way. A gas pipe has been rerouted. So now you've formed another tile. That's good. So remove this. Yeah, I believe there shouldn't be any obstacles to us doing this now. Just need a dupes to actually come around and do all the errands. Hello, Carmike. Hope you're doing well. I see that you saw that I lowered the point requirement for name a real fish. I thought that was important because I set that up when I was streaming 4 days a week, and now I'm only streaming 3 days a week. You got to name a real fish. Alright. 60,000 points. Right. Let's take a quick break and do this. So, fish. Now, what we can do is we can pick fish out later. That's definitely something we can do as well. Or you can do it right now. So, here's the camera. Whiskers is posed in a very silly pose. We also have a pleco. We have 2 plecos, 2 bristle noses, that are up for grabs. So let's see. Let's focus properly on these guys for a minute. So Whiskers cannot be renamed. You're not allowed to rename Whiskers. Pleco has decided to move. And yeah, there you go. Pleco is spelt without the K, but other than that, you're basically there. It's a bristle nose. That one, I believe, is the dominant female who has the largest bristles. Of course, you're welcome to name any fish you want, but I just thought this one is on camera. Okay, so now it's Squilliam. All right, I'm going to actually remember that, so that's a good thing. There you go, Squilliam the Pleco, and off they go. Amazing. There you go. Enjoy your real fish. I'll make sure to get some more pictures of Squilliam in the Discord later. Right. We are just in the middle of making some natural tiles. Because we need more morale in this base, apparently. Because I overskill everyone, maybe. So we're building a nature reserve. And now we can actually start doing all of this stuff again as well. And then we'll do all the drywall last. Yeah, so the trick is working properly now. We were struggling a little bit, but we're there now. You can remove this one. And then we can start doing all of this. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we're getting the hang of it. We're definitely not going to accidentally destroy one of these. Or bury something we don't want to use. That would be bad. Yeah, it's looking good. And then we've got to decide what plant we're going to plant in here. I mean, Joyas would obviously be a good idea. I think the temperature is fairly stable in this part of the map. I guess we'll see. Funny how they can just climb around this whole elaborate structure. Wait. Ah, I left the wire here. You know, that's fine. I think we can leave a wire there. So long as there's nothing else. Okay. we plugged this rock into a wire to show it who's boss. Right, get the pip out of there. Let the pip roam free. Give me the metapoles. So this is why I don't normally worry about preserving natural tiles, because with the manual airlock glitch, it's pretty easy to just rebuild them. So then what we're going to do is, let's see. So what seeds do we actually have? I believe they're all in here. We have a few mirth leaves. I think mirth leaves, maybe? It's probably a little cold for mirth leaves. Well, we could try mirth leaves. So I think what we're gonna do is just put a storage bin here. Let's continue. Let's rebuild all the drywall now so that we don't forget, and also so that we don't accidentally destroy the tiles again. And the last time we actually did this on stream, we for some reason tried to do this with water weeds on a map where all the duplicants farted. So we covered them in little puddles of salt water that were giving everyone soggy feet. And the dupes were farting the water off of the water weeds so they weren't growing. So that was a bad idea. Don't do that. Right. Bat, I believe you can come off sleep only now. And if we go to the pip plant overlay, so this is a mod that just shows you where pips can plant. You can see they can plant on both of these. But there's too many plants on this one because of the mealwoods, so we're going to have to actually uproot these mealwoods to get the pip to plant this bottom one. Because they plant... Oh, what's the logic? I think it explains it here. So, yeah. I'll consider planting a seed in a tile under these conditions. 1. The tile has no more than 2 other plants that are square, 6 left, 6 down, 5 right, 5 up. It's either a natural tile of less than 150 hardness, a farm tile or hydroponic farm. The pip can navigate to the seed in the tile, and there's no buildings obstructing the path. So... Oh, that's the other thing we have to do. We have to actually make a path so the pip can wander onto this, because at the moment the pip is wandering around it. Okay, that's good to know. And the atmospheric pressure needs to be high enough as well. Occasionally it's going blue. It's mostly staying green, so I don't think we're going to have too many issues. But we do actually need to put a connection to all of these. So for now, I'm just going to do another tile here. This is winding me up. So we're going to have to restore this tile just so that the pip can actually wander over to the natural tile. Okay. Yeah, we're going to actually make full use of pips on this playthrough. We're going to start pip planting arbor trees in here as well. And we're going to use all the lumber for shenanigans. Because we don't normally do that. But this needs to be done first just to get us out of this morale hole. Right, so seeds. We can put mirth leaves in here. There's other seeds on the other planet, but I don't really want to send them over. So we're just going to plant mirth leaves and hope we can keep 4 of them warm enough. In terms of temperatures, I think that means we probably want to insulate this as well. Next challenge, run worst food challenge. Hey TechRock, how you doing? What, just feed everyone on tofu and curried beans? Is that the plan? Right, yeah, remove all the mirth leaves from here. So, there is a pip. There is a... Oh, God. We've done it again. This keeps happening. Stop entombing each other. This is not optional. Here you go. Watch me do it again. Okay, I actually did it again. That's pretty funny. Speed 2 moment. Camille is just getting bullied now. Excellent. Enough of this. Right. Seed is in here. Pip is here. Pip has the seed. Pip is planting the seed. You're planting the wrong one. You've planted the seed. Where's the plant? Where is the plant? Did you delete the seed? I think I might have to remove the backing tile. Nah. You clipped that? Excellent. I'll tell you what. Thank you, Carmike. I need more clips. I seem to have a lack of clips in general. So anyone who is keen to get on that train, I would highly appreciate it. I'll watch that again later. And just find it funny because it was literally my actual dupe that was doing it. So you literally delivered the seed and you tried to plant it and it deleted the seed. It's not really what we wanted. Okay, so now everything should be ready. The only issue being, I think we need the pip to plant from top to bottom. So maybe we actually put ladders over the tiles where we don't want it to plant. Just for now. And you'll get inspired eventually and have another idea. Yeah, there's all the mirth leaf seeds. So now I think all we have to do is just watch the pip. So I want you to plant in this one first. So yeah, you can't plant in any of these tiles that have ladders on them now. So the only eligible tile should be the one at the top. Or the mirth leaf. Do we get more pips in here? Does that help the situation? I mean, I know how we can get more pips in here. That's a pretty easy thing to do. We just need to open the door. Alright, who's gonna do it? Alright, release the pips. Okay, that's probably enough pips. Stop. Oh, you've got a seed. Okay, that's good. We may just murder the rest of these guys later. Right, so you have the seed. You are planting the seed. You have planted the seed. There is a plant. It is idle. It is growing. Yes. We can't see it because it's covered in pips. But this has definitely happened. You'll just have to trust me. So now we just remove the ladders in sequence. Yeah, see, look, there it is in the pip plant overlay. There's the plant. It's grown. It's growing. It's warm enough. And now someone is going to come and grab the seed pretty quickly. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you just have to flood the area with pips and they'll do it. Right. There we go. You're not quite up to temperature. But you'll probably get there at some point. Okay, let's keep doing this. This is why we planted more than 4. And we'll put some more insulated tiles over here as well. Not that I think that's going to be super helpful. I mean, really, mirth leaves are not the best plant for this, but beggars can't be choosers. Literally. What other seeds could we have done? We could have done dash of salt vines. That would have been sensible. That would have been really sensible. No, they wouldn't have been growing because of the lack of chlorine. Yeah, okay, that's silly. Blossoms wouldn't grow because of light. Mealwoods could have been a thing. They would have been ugly. Probably would have been mealwoods. Right, you're growing. That's good. So now, if we check the room overlay, it's too big to be a park. The park maximum size is 64, but there are 2 wild plants in here. But it's still not a nature reserve yet because the room is too big to be a park, but too small to be a nature reserve. Right, I believe we can speed to it at this point. So which lucky pip is going to be the one to bring the seed over here? There's a few different seeds. Yeah, it's you. Yeah, flooding the room with pips definitely seems to be the approach. Good. Okay. We'll keep going down. The air situation over here. Yeah, so now the CO2 is just building up in the layer where we don't have the airflow tiles. So let's just build a load of airflow tiles everywhere now. I did actually have more over here and then I removed them. You can build this again. And the pip's just delivering the last one. Let's rebuild the botanical analyzer now that everyone has calmed down and stopped destroying everything. And then the last ladder is here. So remove this. Hot is this hydrogen now? It's not super cold. Interesting. There we go, the pit. The plant. Alright, what's going on then? We got the bonus? Looks like it's flickering on and off. Why? Oh, we need the park sign. That's something we need. Okay, we did the difficult bit first. We just need to fit a park sign in here. Well, that's funny. I mean, I guess we'll do the bottom one. We need to make sure these are all actually getting warm enough. Maybe we do the top one. Yeah, let's do the top one. So we can just uproot the plant. That's not going to be a hassle. And then, furniture-wise, we just put the park sign in here. That is very important. Someone actually going to remove the plant. It's an errand. Grey area is on it. Okay. Yeah, everyone's calming down now. Not because of this yet, because of everything else. I'll probably skill people up again now. I want to keep giving people skills. They're really good. Steve now has ranching. That's excellent. So this means we can actually progress to the other planet now. We were kind of waiting for that to happen. We only actually have one rancher over here, I think. We have two. We have Neo and XD or Creeper, and neither of them are suitable for the other planet. Right, so park sign in the middle of our stream. Right, no, that's not so. This doesn't need to be on a natural tile. I just forgot. It's probably fine. We're building it out of dirt. There we go. And now, if we look at the room overlay, yeah, now it's a nature reserve. We've got a nature reserve in the middle of our base. There we go. Maybe we do a room overlay thumbnail today? Possibly? I don't know, it's not a very exciting thumbnail. And now we get rid of all the pips. You have done your task. And now you'll graduate to your second purpose. Become food. So, yeah, just attack all of these guys. Pip murder. Maybe this should be the thumbnail. Not sure how many murders we're actually going to see on camera. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter if one of them breaks. Although it does kind of matter that all the... Oh no, they've all fallen down here now. They've all fallen down here. This is the story of Undertale. All the pips have fallen down a hole, and now they're trapped in a realm of monsters that are hunting them. They've got to get out. Whatever. Run! Yes, pip murder. Run for your lives. Don't forgive us. Right, that's all done then. So we'll leave that natural tile there, but yeah, nature reserve. That's how you do a nature reserve. In your base. Right, so now we definitely shouldn't have any morale issues, because everyone goes in this bit every day to go to the loo. So everyone should be getting the +6 morale the whole time. Right, in that case, I am going to have a very quick break. I'm going to go get a drink. But in the meantime, we can watch... Is that Squilliam or is that the other Pleco? They've dropped off the face of the earth. I don't know. In the meantime, you can watch Whiskers. Can we get a good angle of Whiskers, maybe? No. You'll get a subpar angle of Whiskers while I go get some water. But I'll be right back. See you in a minute. Alright, change of plan. I forgot I had this. I have a shaken udder milkshake that I forgot to drink today. I got it in my meal deal. So I'm going to have this instead. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased. I'm pleased we've got the nature reserve, because that's not something I always do. And it's going to help that base look after itself a bit better. Oh, these are so nice. Right. Enough of whiskers. Let's actually get back to the game. So, we've solved morale on this planet. Let's go back to the Desertlands asteroid. Everyone's been running on the gym for a while, probably. It looks like the bathroom thing has worked out just fine, so I don't think we actually need any of this at all anymore. So I think we just disconnect this wire, and we stop feeding these plants. We can actually grab the Dreco. There are now 2 Drecos. This one is 124, this one is 6. That is an age gap. Not exactly a breeding couple. Not that that's a thing in this game. So we'll just open this up, we'll wrangle you, we'll wrangle you. We'll get you guys in here and you guys can start doing the Dreco nasty. Right, you're too hot because we didn't rebuild the thermoregulator. We did bring a load of steel over here, because I thought we might have some issues with this. So that can go there. How is the hydrogen pipe looking? Is that actually full now? Yes! The hydrogen pipe is full. That's a relief. Okay, so now we can start filling this room with hydrogen. Good. You'll love to see it. And then this needs to get filled up as well, so I think we'll just have an extra pipe go down here. That's fine. Also, I made this out of sandstone. I don't know why, but we're just going to roll with it. I was supposed to make it out of igneous rock. So the Wheezeworts have been wheezing up here. These mirth leaves are too cold. We need to put the cacti in here. Yeah, you should be digging these up. I guess you can't reach them. Yeah, okay. Well, you can reach this one. I guess I just need to put a ladder over here, or just deconstruct these for now. That's fine. Also, I've just been slowly destroying this tile with the Radbolt generator that probably isn't needed. So you can disconnect. That's probably been doing that for the last 20 cycles, and I haven't even been thinking about it. Right, so we should have lots of Joya seeds over here. We've dumped some water in here. It's probably a little bit too hot to go in here, but we're going to go in here anyways and grab the Joyas. We'll grab that one at least. There's another one over here. This one is definitely too hot. It's the one that's not quite so hot. Doesn't look like it. Oh, look, a Dreco. We've had a Dreco over here as well. That's right between the magma zone. Like an actual magma zone. So we're not getting that Dreco. That one gets to enjoy nature. Hey, well-bred grapefruit. What's up?
Thanks for the raid.
GC Fungus. How are you doing? Welcome, everyone. How has GC Fungus been treating you? ONI aficionado that he is. I'm Arisia Gaming. We do a lot of Oxygen Not Included as well. We also do a lot of fish. And what we just did, so we're on Frozen Foresters, and today, the Frozen Forest is mostly done. There's not much of a forest anymore, except we did get some pips to plant some mirth leaves over here. So now we actually have a nature reserve. We've been having morale issues on this asteroid. So I believe we fixed them all now. We're just tidying it up again. We also put a surfboard over here where we're desalinating all of the brine ice. Man, this asteroid, so it starts off really cold, and there's not really a lot of heat sources. So we did methyl refinery and liquid tepidizing for a bit. But to actually get our oxygen, we're using rust deoxidizers, and you don't start with salt on this map. Not in the salt biome, or the rust biome. You get brine ice instead, so we had to melt all of that as well with another tepidizer. And then we had to desalinate all the brine. So that's what's actually giving us our base oxygen. That's been kind of tenuous. Thankfully, there's been lots of oxalate meteors as well, and we've been harvesting those. So that's all good. Carpets fix a lot of stress problems. Yes, that is true, but for that you need reed fiber. And we're currently trying to get that on this planet. So what you're saying is it's been super easy. Yes, barely an inconvenience. It's alright. We got 20 dupes. It's cycle 300-ish. We're just trying to get our industry set up on this second planet. We've turned off teleporters, so there weren't any teleporters down here. So we had to get a CO2 rocket over here, which we did do. And we actually ran out of metal ore on this planet. This planet does not start with a lot of metal ore. And this one has a frozen core as well, so no shenanigans involving that. So we were forced to land on this planet to get some metal ore to bring back. Because our rust deoxidizers were producing it so slowly, and we needed conveyors to get the oxygen from the oxalate. So yeah, it's been fun, pretty much. How's your run been going, GC Fungus? You're on the Bator map? I've seen that mod for a while. I'm pretty interested in that. Broken rocket or normal? I think we've just been doing normal rocket shenanigans. I don't think we've been doing any rocket glitches intentionally. Thank you very much for follow, Ribu. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Yes, we have fish enthusiasts over here. We actually just had Carmike name one of my IRL fish. That actually happened. So if we go over here. So these guys are all good boys and girls. Whiskers is the star of the show. Big long sausage. Occasionally makes a mess of pots and pans. And we just named one of the bristlenose plecos. Swilliam. Leofar's fish died, yes. Very sadly. The platies have been doing alright these days. I have had them for a while. They don't live forever. We had a couple of fish die, and unfortunately Leofar's was one of them. But they're doing alright. And then the frogs. The frogs have been getting busy over the holiday while I was out on honeymoon. I haven't seen any tadpoles yet, but they've certainly been trying. I'll leave it up to your imagination. But yes, I want you to keep planting the Joya seeds in here. So, yeah, you've actually got a Joya seed, that's good. We also turned off care packages, so we're not allowed to print care packages. You're a good dupe, I think. I really don't want any more dupes though. How does it happen? How does what happen? See, you've got spores. We don't want spores. You're alright. You're just a little hot. Well, I'll tell you what. This area is probably a little bit cold. So if you just come over here, then we should be fine. Oh, the frogs. Right. Yeah, so the frogs. So African dwarf frogs were entirely aquatic. So they only go up to breathe air like every hour or so. They just spend their whole lives in the water, like fish. And when they love each other very much, like well-bred grapefruit says, the male, which is usually a bit smaller, will hug the female from behind and grab them, and then they'll go swimming around the tank together, like hugging each other. And then the female will... It's a very special... Yes, exactly. And then the female will lay all the eggs, and then the male will present the sperm into the water. And then tadpoles, eventually. Provided they don't eat the eggs. There's a very good chance that they're just eating all the eggs. Like absolute madmen. That is a typical theme of aquatic life, is if you don't hide the eggs, they are just going to feed from the egg. The frog stork brings the tadpoles. Yes, exactly. So this build here, this is my Draco Ranch build that I have on the YouTube channel. And we're trying to get it finished. We're trying to actually get the Dracos in here. I do need you to actually dig up these tiles so we can get these conveniently positioned Dracos. But, yes, we are aiming to get Dracos in here, populating like frogs. You never expected to learn about frog reproduction on industry, but here you are. Yes, we are the Fish and Frog Zone, Denethor. Welcome to the Fish and Frog Zone. It's either an ONI stream or a DF stream, right? Dwarf Fortress, that's a game I've got to play at some point. You got to open this door as well so we can actually build this. This is the Draco Drowner. Oh, I need to do some stuff in here, don't I? I do need to do some stuff in here. Okay, we just need to find 3 different liquids to dunk in here. That's probably fine. It's always a good time to discuss frog sex. Yes, I should emphasize, they hug for like hours before doing the deed. Like, it's pretty obvious when they do the deed. But they hug, like, they just stay in the corner, and you'll see the female. When the female's being hugged, her legs will twitch in a way they don't when they're, like, doing normal froggy stuff. So you can tell they're in the sort of mating position. Why am I elaborating further on this? You don't want to know further about this. Dwarf Fortress is so good. I know probably everyone has told you that, but... Yeah. Oh, man. I've got so many games on my list, and I do not have enough time to play any of them. Which makes me sad. Right, what order are we putting these liquids in? Polluted water. It's probably polluted water, brined water, right? We just need 3 liquids in here, so this whole room is full of liquids. Write a thesis on frog positions. Yep, there's my thesis. My PhD thesis. Yep, that's all about frogs. Yep, no, it's not actually about frogs. It's about sand. It's about sand avalanches. Oh, look, here's Leofar. Leofar's running the metal refinery. So, let me give you a shout out, GC Fungus, if you're still here. I don't do shout outs enough. Yes, another excellent ONI content creator, if you were here from earlier. Please explain sands. Sands? So, my PhD was about sand avalanches and doing small-scale models of them, and identifying the differences in physics between a small-scale lab model and a large-scale avalanche. And my results were comprehensive and showed that, yes, it turns out making a smaller model does miss some of the physics going on. And you can't replicate it on a supercomputer. So, definitely something that needs to be looked at further. So, playing in the sandbox. So, I ordered... When I was ordering the sand, I had to order all the sand in a minimum order quantity of at least 500 kilograms. But because I was doing a range of avalanche sizes, the largest one was 200 kilograms. And the smallest one was 500 grams. So, yeah. They got a lot of sand they didn't need from my research. But that was fun. Can you actually just build this before this closes again? I would appreciate it. Also, I need to actually get Steve to prioritize wrangling. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, we ran some in the supercomputer as well, and we could capture certain behaviors in the supercomputer, but not all of them. So I think there was... I think a lot of the energy dissipation from sound and heat wasn't captured on the supercomputer, so it's possible that was the issue. Right, okay. That is good. Have we actually got the automation wire here? We do. Okay, that's fine. Do we have any brine? I don't think we have any brine over here. We just have water and polluted water. I'm going to have to grab oil, aren't I? Yeah, I'm going to have to grab some oil. Well, we do have some oil. Let's actually sweep this up. Let's actually dig these out. I don't think you're going to get too hot in here. Oh, look, now we've got slicksters hanging out over our polluted water. Yeah, great. No. So this was my PhD thesis. I spent 4.5 years writing about this. And it was very useful, and I use it on a day-to-day basis in the rest of my life. that is not true. But it did help me get my job, which I do on a daily basis. So it wasn't a complete waste, and I found it fun, and I got paid for it. I got a scholarship, so not a huge waste of time. You grew up in you grew up in Alaska, and you got to see the park service trigger them with mortars. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's interesting because when people normally talk about avalanches, they talk about snow, but I was looking at sand. So to be honest, from a purely theoretical point of view, I think my work was actually more useful with regards to food manufacturing than modeling nature, because the way sand falls down a ramp is... What are you doing? Oh, you're just doing what I told you to do. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Right, stop sweeping leaves.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you very much for the follow, Countess Veriona. Watch me scold these dupes. Right. You're okay. You're gonna have a nice cold dip in the bath. That's fine. But yeah, like grain hoppers and that sort of thing. I think that's what they're actually going to use my research for. Because obviously, modeling those big chutes as well with a smaller scale lab apparatus is very tempting. But I still think even just within the lab range of scales I looked at, you saw big differences in the physics. So, yeah, basically just cautioning people about that. Right, are you actually going to go grab the Dreco? Yes, very exciting. Normally we do Drecos really early, but we've taken a while to get to this point on this run. You're also an engineer? Amazing. What kind of engineering do you do? I'm a civil engineer. So my PhD was about sand, and then my actual job now is mostly looking after concrete and steel infrastructure across the UK. Gas sites, like the National Gas Transmission System, or National Gas Transmission Line. No, yeah, National Transmission System, that's what it's called. Electromechanical, nice, nice. Hey, look, we're immediately shaving him. Amazing. Maybe that's a thumbnail. They always look so sad when they've been shaved. They're just like, look at me in my smooth butt. We actually have reed fiber. We did it. We got reed fiber. So we don't need it for carpets anymore. The stress situation has diffused over here. What's people's morale over here now? Yeah, now it's generally 30s to 45s across the board. That's really good. Why do I have a random farm tile here? Let's remove this. Very interested in grooming these guys. Steve? Okay, you have been groomed. That's good. I missed the grooming. You're still hanging out up here. The chlorine has ended up in the base. Except, we did actually keep this bit separate from the rest of the base. I think this was here beforehand. I'm not going to make any comments on people shaving each other's butts. I don't think we worry about that chlorine. We've got to get the gases out of here at some point. Because we want to have just oxygen down here. Maybe we put a farm tile here. And we put a dash of salt line at this level to get rid of all the chlorine here. But we don't have a dash of salt line over here. Do we? No. So we're going to have to send it over. So now we have a Dreco. The Dreco is going to eat the pinch of peppers. The pinch of peppers are growing from the polluted water, which is coming from this 30 degrees vent, which we should analyze when we get a duplicate with the skill. And that is going through a metal refinery once to heat it up enough to the point where a pinch of pepper plant will eat it. And then the pinch of pepper plant is deleting the hot polluted water that's in these insulated pipes as it's eating it. So that is effectively how we're removing the heat from the metal refinery. We're not running it super often, but it's running enough to feed these plants. And then this is generating some more heat as well. So this room is getting hot. The hydrogen in the thermoregulator is enough to cool down the bristle blossoms without needing a thermo aquatuner. The thermo aquatuner is more efficient, but also requires more power and is a bit annoying to position. So I just shoved this building here. But now, actually, oh, now I remember what we're going to do. as we shave Draco number 2, we were going to use all this reed fiber to put in some critter condos. But I believe those require 10 reed fiber? Yeah. That's not going to happen for a while. It's Draco time. Hooray, Dracos. I think the Draco is actually my favorite critter. I think, A, from a gameplay point of view, because they're really, really important. And B, they're very cute. I like the ones with the little goat eyes. I prefer them over the glossy Dracos. I wish there was a third Draco that produced Abyssalite. I'm sure they made a mod for that. That should totally be a thing. They should add more varieties of existing critters. Play. Get on it. Yeah, I don't believe we have any more Draco eggs. Incubators. That would probably be a good idea. So I actually have... Hold on. I actually have my YouTube video loaded over here. And I think the plan was just to put an incubator in this gap here. It's a very conspicuous gap. Now, I know there's a way to automate them so they're using less power, but I don't really care. So we're just going to hook it up here and get these Dracos going on. We've got 3 of almost everything with Draco, right? Well, and Pips. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely mods for Draco and Pip variants, but I would like to see some more. Hello, Quantum Zari. A renewable source of Abyssalite for space, that would be nice. Yes. Geotuning all the things. We have actually been geotuning the hydrogen vent on this run. Over here. But I think we've gotten to the point where we're using enough power over here, or we've got enough power from solar panels that it's not really an issue. Oh, I'm just glad this asteroid has calmed down. This asteroid had a few issues. What? That's not good. I guess that's why we had the salt vines down here. It's not leaking from up here. I'm just going to put a farm tile here. We'll deal with it this way for now. You'll eventually grab all of that, right? Yeah, I think this is going fairly well. Let's put Draco eggs in here for now. So that's priority 9. Not that you're going to lay eggs for a while, because you guys lay eggs fairly infrequently, and you're still actually decreasing in wildness. So now I think we start building the payload thing over here. So what was the plan with this? We're just going to send the rad bolts out this way? Maybe? Yes. Let's see. So rad bolt reflector. Go down here. And then up. There's definitely a better way of doing this. And then we'll put the payload stuff over here. That's what we'll do. We'll put it over this side. This is actually the liquid lock stopping all the gas from getting out into space. It's very robust liquid lock. So I think I'll do. I don't think we need to actually plug these in. And then I need to think about what this is actually going to look like. Do we have the research, first of all? So, payload. We have the payload opener. I think we actually need to research the payload launcher. Is that down here somewhere? No, we have that. Shipping. No? I've become stupid. Where is it? We have actually researched this. No, we haven't. We didn't finish the water research. That's very funny, game. Good job. Do we actually have water for research? We do. No, we don't, because the pitcher pepper... The pitcher pepper? The pitcher pump's not working. Oh, we do have it over here. Okay, we need to get that research done first. That's fine. Chlorine vent is just vibing. You can analyze this. I kind of forgot that we just let this out here. And then what were we going to continue building over here? So normally this is where I build all the radiation research stuff, but we're not bothering with that on this asteroid. So you go down here, then you can go across here. Up here, up here, up here. That's all fine. The refashionator, that would be a good thing to build. Yeah, let's build that up here. Because we're going to make all the duplicants clothes on this asteroid for obvious reasons. So I think we're fine just plugging us into here. How much power does that use again? 240? It's not ideal. Yeah, let's plug that into something else. Let's plug that into this wire and then bridge this. And then we'll put a lamp here. The lamp can go here. I don't really mind about that. And then some automation for that, so you get the extra work speed bonus. Because the work speed bonus is really important on these operating tasks where there's less bonus from the attribute. From each attribute level. That's fine. So this one needs to point here. Then that should be fine. And I could probably also do a sweeping all of this, but we also get a load of meteors, so that's probably not super realistic. Right, gas. We need a dash of salt line here. We don't have that. I do want to put a dash of salt line over here just to absorb the spare chlorine that was over here. So that can go here. That should eventually get rid of everything, right? Also, we can replant these mealwoods now. Not that we're really short on food here. What's this for? I don't think this is for anything anymore. I can remove this. And let's actually just reallow all the foods. That doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, no one's having morale issues anymore. That's really good to see. Yeah, we've got a 52. It's not bad. Yeah, we'll keep skilling everyone up. Everyone deserves skills. This is why I don't like focusing on the massage table and the skill scrubber and things, because, yeah, it solves a problem, but you can also just solve the problem by actually solving it, and then you get the rewards of the actual skills as well, instead of just putting a band-aid on it. Because usually I find when we stop playing this game, or when we stop doing a run, is when we find we're slapping more band-aids on things and actually solving problems. Right. Let's actually plug this in now. So I've given this Radbolt generator its own dedicated power source because I didn't want anything else to interfere with it. You're getting 154 Radbolts per cycle. That's pretty good. And the duplicant who's over here doing this task shouldn't be at risk either. So that's good. We need to do some shenanigans with the clothing as well. I think we were going to have a chute over here. And then an auto sweeper and a loader, maybe? Yeah. So that we can just load the snazzy suits into here. Because it's all going to be delivered around this building. Because we've got the exosuit forge, we've got the textile loom, and we've got the refashionator that's going to go over here. We couldn't quite fit it in one of these rooms, because these bits are reserved for critter condos, so we can have 9 Drecos per ranch. So let's see. Those can go like this. And then we actually need to figure out where the conveyor is going as well. So let's see. So I think what I actually want is I actually want you to go over here first. And then I think you're going down here. And then I think you're going in here. Oh, there's a chute down here as well for the phosphorite. This is getting kind of silly. I've got to admit, I stopped watching the video at this point, and I'm just kind of doing something silly over here. Sometimes just gotta add some spaghetti. Like, no base is great without a little bit of Italian food. What's the video? Right, let me show you the video. Let me actually paste the correct link this time. It is this one. I do have a YouTube channel where I upload lots of build guides and other ONI resources. GC Fungus, I've got to admit, I think GC Fungus's guides are absolutely some of the best on YouTube. I tend to just do videos about things I like to build in Sandbox that I've either built on my streams or I'm planning on building on streams. And I just do like a walkthrough where I build it in Sandbox mode and explain it as I go, kind of like this. Except much more concise and much better, but not really like super edited. But there's lots of stuff on there, and I do tier lists as well for ONI. There's a lot of tier lists on there. Yeah, I love the tutorial bites. Yeah, I like the videos I put out. I tend to only do videos about topics where I can put my own spin on a design. I don't tend to do videos on topics where I think the problem's been solved. Like, I think Luma Plays solved the cool steam vent build with his design, with their design a while ago. I did a video about my version of it, which was a bit simpler but less efficient, because I thought it was practical for people who were starting the game. But that's basically it. It's like I like showing my spin on things, showing what I think is important for helping people actually learn this game and get progress in their runs. And yeah, it's really good that everyone's perspectives on it are different, and you get lots of different viewpoints.
Thanks for the sub.
Put the spin on things.
Ooh, put the spin on things. Ooh. I would spin on my chair, but I'm plugged into headphones. I'm kind of spinning on my chair. I desperately need to get a new chair. Hold on. Which way do I go?
Killer fish.
Yeah.
Killer fish from San Diego.
You can see how rough my chair is.
I don't know what I am, but I taste really good. I'm a killer fish. Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
Yeah, Ugelvisk, you were definitely first. Yeah, two hours into the stream. That's definitely how it works. Congratulations. Right, Radbolt goes brr. Steve? Oh, I thought Steve dodged it. It looked like he dodged it. You've now replaced the liquid lock with liquid nuclear waste. This can only lead to good things. There's a backup liquid lock up here, though. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Right, let's speed up. To be honest, we're kind of waiting for the Drekos to get busy. Because we want the regular Drekos, and then we want the other dudes. Right. You need to put oil in here. So you need to sweep this up. You need to put oil in there first. Then polluted water, then regular water. So, yeah. Should be good. Liquid nuclear waste is noted for its stability, and it's gone. Yep. Well, we've got this water here. That should be fine. It's not going to be fine. Right, who's doing the oil? Steve. That's good. Everyone is supplying the conveyor belts in the meantime. But yeah, the aim is just to rotate all the products around here so they will go in the buildings in this general area. And then the general base, this is all temporary. We're going to move it and align it with this properly, and we're going to run the fire pole through all of this. And it's going to look much neater, but we're going to focus on that once we've actually got the key infrastructure up and running. Right, let's actually see if this works properly without someone getting shot. I have realized the design flaw with this design. People are going to get shot through here. So what I should actually do is I should tile this and then dig this out and then send the rad bolts this way. So yeah, you don't need to run at the moment. Hold on. Yes, I know it's a waste. Whatever. We'll remove this. And then we'll remove this. Right, oil is in here. We need an airflow tile to actually get the carbon dioxide out of here. So that's fun. Well, I guess all that sand is going to go, but that's not necessarily an issue. I mean, it is now, because all the air is going out. Okay, there you go. So, dig this. And now you can rebuild this. There was probably a better way of doing all the radiation stuff, but I just want it to work for now. Maybe we'll neaten it up later. First time I had a setup like that, I had the foresight to wire it up with do motion sensors, but I failed to put not getting there, so rather making it so dupes never got shot. I made a radbot gun that specifically shot any dupe that got close to it. Yep, sounds good. Love it. You guys are all running on the wheel instead of actually doing work. Because Leofire is the only mechanical engineer. What else do I actually want you guys to do now? You can come dig all of this out. Except that tile. Spom. Do we need a spom? What is the actual oxygen situation over here? I believe it's mostly just off-gassing at the moment. That can't be right. What is our oxygen situation? Surely we actually have an oxygen producer somewhere. Yeah, we do. It's down here. We have algae. So, probably worth starting on a spom, isn't it? I think we're just going to put it over here. I don't know exactly where. Or maybe we just put it over here. I think we just put it over here. Yes, that's very tempting. So... yeah, let's just start laddering all of this. We'll just fit a little one in here. Because we know we're not using this space for anything else anyways. And we know this is all at the base levels. So that's good. Yeah, this should be fine. You guys get to watch me build my spom. I'm not sure we're going to get it finished today. But we can get started. Also, we had oxygen masks over here, but we literally just turned them off because, well, there is oxygen currently here. We'll breathe all of this first. Also, we set up a naked electrolyzer here because we needed the hydrogen to fill the Draco ranches. So that was a thing as well. We're going to need to filter all this chlorine out at some point. The chlorine does not seem to be disturbing the bristle blossoms somehow. So maybe this is actually fine. How do I feel about hydras? That's my go-to. We literally built a Rodriguez once on the last run and I felt dirty. I always build hydras. I feel like they're easier to set up. They have several advantages. And I don't see why I would build another thing, usually. So that's my opinion on hydras. We do have a video about them as well, and I'm basically just going to build exactly what we've done on the video because I've done it many times now. Alright, what's this storage bin? Get that out of here. We need to store bleach stone somewhere. This probably isn't very sensible. We're going to do it anyways. The steam vent isn't actually erupting. You were still thinking of Rodriguez as the hotness? I mean, it works. It's just fiddly and annoying. It's like, it doesn't need to be. No, this doesn't make any sense. What am I doing? We can just store the bleach stone over here. But yeah, we came up with this design ages ago. Well, I'm not going to say I'm the one that originated the Hydra design, but I came up with my design for the Hydra a while ago. And I guess we're still building it out of sandstone, aren't we? So, we haven't done this in a while. Should we actually go have a look? I'd say the main advantage of Rodriguez is easier to understand when you're new to the game. Yeah, I guess that's true. But then again, I literally never built the Rodriguez. I saw people doing it on stream. I didn't understand how it worked. And then I discovered the flooded electrolyzer thing, and then I ended up doing that because it was more intuitive to me. So I think that's sort of subjective. But then again, I actually started with the rusty oxidizers. Not even submerging them or anything, but like this, but just building them and just letting them do their gases, because I thought they didn't produce hot oxygen. I thought that was how we solved the hot oxygen problem. No, that's not how that works. I did that for like 600 hours, and I was like, oh, why is my base always getting hot? Oh, I have no idea. Right. Yeah, it's actually been a while since I've looked at this. Let's actually go look at the video. I'll go find the video for you guys as well. So, does this actually show up? No. Oxygen. I probably need to put SPOM as a tag on the actual video. Electrolyzer. Ah, here it is. Okay, that's good. Hold on. Just give me uno secondo. The mechanics that you use don't understand me, but show me someone new to the game who can intuit how to set up a Rodriguez instead of just copying someone else's blueprint. So, this is the thing I would say. With this build that I've linked to just now, you just build it, and it works. You don't have to prime it. If you build it in the order I show, it just works. And you don't have to fiddle around with it. But yeah, let me actually get the build up on my second screen so I can see it. It's actually been a while since I've done this. Right, okay, so what level am I going to build everything on? Probably just going to... Let's see, radiation's up here. I'm probably going to build it down here and then have the hydrogen generators up here. No prime. Yes, it generally doesn't require priming. So what we'll do is we'll leave a 2 wide gap here for access. And then this will be it. I built the ladder in the wrong place. Amazing. I think just 2 will do. So we'll build a ladder over here for access, a ladder in the middle, and then just the tiles. But yeah, we're not going to get the build finished today, we're just going to get started. But that video does provide a complete resource. And it's actually the first Sandbox Showcase video I did. Because I was like, I need to show people how I do this, because people keep asking about it. And then that's where it all continued. So we're gonna leave a 3x4 region down here for oxygen gas pumps. I'm gonna put some airflow tiles in. Airflow tiles go like this. Insulated tiles go... Eventually we're gonna replace this ladder with insulated tiles. This is gonna be insulated tiles. The electrolyzer will go here. The hydrogen pump will go here. So something like that's fine. We can seal that one off here. I'll explain this better in a minute. We need to get all this stuff out of here. Yeah, that was the other reason why I made that video, is because I was way better at explaining stuff on YouTube and I had like a bit of a focused script rather than when I'm streaming and I randomly start building it on one of my runs. Because I've noticed I've been a little bit less than coherent recently, maybe. I don't know, that's just how I feel. I feel like, honestly, at this point, though, it's because I've built this and explained it so many times on streams. Oh, I think I just no longer fancy doing it. But it has to be done. Let's actually priority 8 this and priority 9 this, because we need Leofar to build all the mechatronics stuff. That is important. Yeah, good to see the plants are all behaving with the thermoregulator. That's good. So the electrolyzer goes over here. We're going to make these out of steel. We did bring some steel over specifically. Although, actually, now that I think about it, we're probably just going to run the polluted water through here, aren't we? How hot is this? No, we're probably going to cool this with regular water. So this is the water pipe that we're actually going to feed to all this stuff. So this water pipe can go up here. We want to cool the gases rather than actually cool the water. We want hot water to go into this. Alright, let's do something a bit interesting. So, the water pipe is going to go up here. Bridge it over here, past all this shenanigans. And then we're actually going to put radiant liquid pipe in here. This can be copper, that's fine. So we use that to cool all the oxygen. I'm not really worried about cooling the hydrogen. But basically what's going to happen is, this is going to be flooded so that the oxygen all falls down here and the hydrogen all rises up here. That's the aim. So this is all going to be actively cooled, so we should be able to build this out of copper. This bit is not going to be actively cooled, so we're probably going to keep this steel. We'll put some Atmos sensors on all of these. So I typically build an Atmos sensor down here, hook it up to the oxygen pumps, set that to about 2 kilograms of air pressure before it starts pumping to make sure we're pumping full lots of oxygen. Because you don't want gas pumps to run with partial packets in a gas pipe that's very power inefficient. Gas pumps in general are really power inefficient, and making sure they're pumping efficiently is the key to making sure this build will actually produce more power than it consumes. Because all the hydrogen you get from the electrolyzers can be used to power the whole setup. That's the key. So you don't necessarily need to put 2 hydrogen pumps in here. One should be fine for up to 4 of these. But I like to have 2 separate gas pumps so I can just seal these off and have these be completely independent units later on. And then I'm pretty sure I'm just going to put a manual switch here. Actually, you know what? Oh, Oxalite time, woo. We're going to get some meteors on this planet. Okay. I don't think this needs to pause and zoom anymore. I think we'll turn that off. But we will keep the... We will keep that alert. So I guess we'll see the meteors in a minute. So I often build a manual switch here, but I think it probably makes sense just to put an Atmos switch here as well. Like, only operate this when the oxygen pressure is low enough, because we don't... Do we just want to burn water constantly? And store up the oxygen? Oh, we probably do want to do that. Let's just put a manual switch in. Sorry, was indecisive, now not so sure. I put an Atmos sensor in the video, but often I just like to do a manual switch. We'll put this tile in later so we can actually reach all of this stuff while we're building it. Oh, wait. If we do this stuff first... Yeah, if we do that stuff first, and then all the debris falls down here, and then we do these tiles, all the debris should fall out, we shouldn't have to move it to the storage bin. That would be ideal. There looks like a bit of debris over here anyway, so we'll just leave it here for now. Did we get the research done? No. You're still going for it. I mean, I guess it just hasn't been that much of a priority. Well, that's alright then. Right, so payloads. Oh, hold on, let's go check out the meteors. The Oxalite landed. We're mining it all up. I like the spaced out meteors. This is the first time we've actually done the meteors and spaced out. They're not too annoying. You still have to robo-mine it, but it's not damaging the solar panels. We just have everything land on the solar panels. And then all the Oxalite is going in these tiles. Do not run the Oxalite through the solar panel. Even though it works as a tile for walking on, the Oxalite still off-gasses when it's in the solar panel. It doesn't off-gas in the tiles. So that way you can store it all up on the line and have it go through here. That being said, it is backing up. But yeah, we store a fair bit of Oxalite in here because of this. Should we speed through all of this? I think we can try. We'll queue up the payload launcher. Oh, nice, lovely. I think it's just going to go here. And then this is just going to go here. So I need to remove this. I need to put this here. That's probably fine. And then we need to tile this up. This payload launcher will need to plug in here. I don't think you can actually reach this. How irksome. Well, I guess you can just do this for now then. The liquid nuclear waste has been dispersed. Excellent, good job. Gray area has a skill point. After causing all that trouble, we are now actually skilling up. Now you have mechatronics for some reason. But you can have supplying. Lyra, you can have supplying. Let's give everyone supplying on this planet. I think that makes sense. There you go. God, it has been a while since I built this. Because last run we didn't need it. This feels weird, not building this for a while. So what we're going to do is we're just going to recirculate the water. If we just recirculate the water as it's going through here, it's probably eventually going to get too hot to have the cool oxygen. I think we don't overthink this. I think we literally just send it, yeah, hold on. Let's actually insulate this. We can do regular pipe for this bit, because this is going to be insulated tile again. So that's fine. Oh, no, hold on. Yeah, do that. The material of the pipe doesn't really matter so much. And then I think we're just going to send it down there. It's going to send a little bit of water through this every now and then, so it's going to be about 1/5 of the normal flow rate. But that should be enough to cool down the oxygen to a reasonable level. I didn't really focus on the cooling in that video, because what you do to cool the oxygen depends a lot of the time on what your circumstances are. But the important thing is to cool the oxygen and not the liquid, because the electrolyzer produces 70-degree gases or hotter, and the heat capacity of the gases that come out of the machine is a lot smaller than the heat capacity of the water you put in. So cooling the gases is way more efficient. Right, you can do this as well. Yeah, you want the water as hot as possible. Yes, we don't really have anything to heat the water up on this planet with. I mean, that's probably a lie. but we'll figure that part out later. I think for now, just using the water to cool the oxygen as it goes in is probably good enough. I guess we'll see. Power wire. You can just do it like this. And we're going to have some hydrogen generators up here. Oh, I forgot. I often like to pour the liquids in with bottle emptiers up here. I don't think we're even going to bother doing that this time. Right, yeah, do this. Payload stuff I think can wait. How's the gas looking in here? Yeah, there's too much chlorine. Why is that disabled? Because you're actually detecting hydrogen. Yeah, I guess this will eventually solve it. I think we just need more. Or whatever, I'm not going to worry about that. So we need the targeting beacon as well. So that can go here. And then we also need the payload opener, because we're going to be opening payloads from the other planet. That's what this targeting beacon is actually for. So I think the plan is to build that here, and then to build the payload opener here. So then that can go like this. I guess you're not building that tile. Oh, the wire! Oh, God. Hold on. You have to build the wire first. Then you can go up here. We want the auto sweeper to work as well. So that is going to go here. Is it? No. Well, that wasn't very well thought out. Right, we're reversing these. Sorry. The payload opener is going here. And the targeting beacon is going here. And then... I know what we're doing. Actually, hold on. Tile. We'll do something like this. Pour some water in here. Or not some water, but like some liquid of some kind. Probably oil. And then... payload opener goes here. Targeting beacon goes here. Auto sweeper goes here, so we can grab everything by the targeting beacon. Conveyor loader goes here. That all plugs in like this. You're building all that, that's good. We'll need to sweep everything out there, so sweep only all... can you grab all of this? I believe you can. That's good. Get the water out of here. We need to build the gas pipes as well. So this pipe doesn't need to be insulated because this is all going to be cooled down. I don't know exactly where this is going to go yet. This will be insulated because it's going to go up here into hydrogen generators. We're going to want to vent both of these rooms. We're going to want to vent this room up here as well. To start. Now, what else do I want in here? Do we have buddy buds? I don't think we do, so I don't think we worry about what's going on in here. So I could probably start sealing this up in a minute. Definitely turn these off for now. Set this to green siglet below 0. That turns it off. So we don't want any of this to work until we actually want it to work, believe it or not. No more dupes. You're good. We don't want any more dupes. Hey, look at this! We solved the oxygen problem. Nice. Very good. What's the chlorine like? Yeah, chlorine is minimal. So that means we can remove this dash of salt line now. Very nice. Yeah, this asteroid's doing well now. That's good to see. So we'll also want to actually set up the payload launcher on this planet, but I'm going to think about that next time because we're kind of obstructing all the solar panels here. We're running off of coal power here because there was more coal here, and there still is more coal here, to be honest. Let's actually grab all of this. We are eventually going to want solar panels. I mean, what's the light level over here? It's the same as the forest planet. I think we just leave a bigger gap on this planet. Just have solar panels over here, solar panels over here. We're probably going to have to cover some of these up here. We're going to have to clear all this stuff with meteors as well. But I'll think about that later. I think just being able to ship stuff to this planet without having to worry about rockets first is going to be more important. Now, you do have a little bit of space exposure, so you're just going to build some drywall over here. Just some regular drywall. I'm just going to build a little bit over here as well. In fact, you know what? Just do all of this. The light beeps. The light flashes, the tone beeps. We don't have any aesthetic design duplicates over here. Yep. Okay, you can tile this up as well. I love how our solution to keeping the rocket cool was just periodically dump water here. Oh, we don't need this. No! That wasn't what I wanted to do. Yes. There you go. And then... yeah, you can keep building that. You can still get in here and do all of this, right? We'll fill this up at the start of the next stream, I think. You guys are getting idle over here now. Fair enough. We do have a gym over here, but I think it's hooked up to the power spine, so it's not actually running most of the time. What do I even want to do over here? I guess we could dig all of this. It's probably worth doing at some point. Is all the water down here frozen again? It has. Good. Why aren't these growing? Why aren't you getting any water out of this? Because... desalinators stopped working because... why? Because the pump has stopped working because... the water level is too low because it's just brine. There's just a tiny little bit of brine over here. I don't think we care about that. I feel like we're very close to actually getting this working. I think we just go for it. I think we just go for trying to get this to work. Let's actually just hook up some switches here for now for turning these on and off. We'll hook up the actual piping later. But I think we can actually just... So you could move this. Hold on, don't... Let's run that. I think I would rather just get this done today and then we can focus on more stuff next time. We're very nearly ready on all of this. Oh, you need to open this up again, don't you? That's funny. I built that. Now, in terms of the self-powered part, I think what we'll do to start with is we'll just put some manual generators down here just to kickstart the whole thing. And then we'll graduate to hydrogen. So something like that. Because the plan is we're going to put the hydrogen generators up here, but I just wanted to put the vents up here for now for that pipe. But maybe we just don't even bother with that stage and we just do the vents here. Yeah, I think we do that. Did you do this? You did. Good. This needs to go here. And I need to... I need to have... First of all, let's put some oil in here. Then I need to actually have an auto sweeper that dumps stuff in here. That would have been worth thinking about, wouldn't it? Wait, can I actually just build it right next to the Trailblazer? That's sick. Have you always been able to do this? Or am I just dumb? Is that going to deconstruct... I feel like this is going to deconstruct the Trailblazer. Well, maybe it's time we deconstruct the Trailblazer. It would be pretty cool if we could just leave it as a background element. It is made out of iron. Right, so I believe we can take that there. Is there anything else I've forgotten in this room? Hello, back guy. Hope you're doing well. We are just finishing up today with a SPOM. We solved some morale issues on the main forest asteroid, and now we're just building a SPOM here because oxygen generation is not quite high enough. It's not very high over here because the rusty oxidizers haven't been running. You're getting more salt to these things now, right? No? Well, that's fun. We do have 10 tons of oxalite. Yes, more oxygen is needed. We're solving it on this planet for now. We're just building our normal SPOM design, the normal flooded electrolyzer design. So I believe what we're going to do is we're just going to... I was going to build a bottle empty here. I think we still do. I've made some silly decisions. We're going to put a ladder here for now. This is definitely not how we're supposed to do this. Deconstruct all of this as well. So we need to vent all these rooms. We need to flood the electrolyzers. We only want to flood them with a very small amount of liquid. So we're going to build a bottle emptier. We're going to flood the left one first, then the right one. And by flood, I mean submerge. You don't want to actually flood the building. You want as little liquid in here as possible, but you want 2 different types of liquid so it fills all of the 4 tiles. That's what you're aiming for. Yeah, you can get down here and reach this. That's fine. Also, what is the oxygen situation like over here? There is still oxygen over here. That's fine. I was trying to get rid of all the oxygen that was just in this area in general, so I feel like that's worked fairly well. We'll deal with this another day. Why did I do that? I don't know. Oil and water, I think it's going to be. I believe we need to sweep up some more oil from somewhere then. We do not want polluted water in here, because that leads to shenanigans. Right, there is 5 kilograms of oil here. Sweep that up. You've just been Leopard just been running on the generator while it's not been connected to anything. That's a good dupe. You'll love to see it. Remove those ladders. We don't need those. Remove these. Red shirt guy is on the way with oil. That's good. The Dracos are in here. They are happy. They are tame. They just take a while to actually lay eggs. Reproduction percentage is going up by 100% every 9 days. Did we dump the oil? No. Where did you put the oil? Oh, you put it in here. Oh, for fuck's sake. You don't need more oil in here. Right, thankfully the Slicksters have been producing more for us. Just come over here and grab all of this. I do not want to dally with this. I've got stuff to do. We've left some rock in the spawn. Amazing. Right, we've dumped a little bit of oil in here. That'll do. So next, water. So it's not very obvious, but yeah, the liquid's here. And you want a very small amount of liquid. You don't need to disinfect this. Okay, that is perhaps too small of amount of liquid. Can you just grab this? Yes, I'm going to abuse yellow alerts to get you to do this because I'm keen to actually go to bed. You're going to need some more air. Right, there you go. That will actually do. So now we can deconstruct you and reverse you and put you over here. So what I'll do next is... yeah, we'll deconstruct this and then we'll build the next tile and then we'll build... I don't think I needed to remove this one. Sorry guys, I am just going to yellow alert everything now. I am keen for you to finish. Hello, ATPSS. Hope you're doing well. That was the wrong spot for that. Yes, all the yellow alerts. Yes. So that's Willow's emergency alert. Good to know. This isn't actually an emergency. The emergency is that I'm bored. No, the emergency is I need to go to bed. That's the actual emergency. But, I mean, to be honest, we built this so many times, I'm a little bit bored. But it still needs to be done. It's just too good not to do. Sometimes that's how it is. Right, build this. Dump oil. You're going to dump a little bit over here and it's going to flop into here. That's fine. And you need to keep sweeping up the stuff as well. You're just going to have to leave that in there. That's fine. This one we can start venting. So set this to above 0. Start venting all the gases. So you'll see the liquids are completely separating this gas pocket off. So this should vent very quickly. Where's Gene? Gene's here. Okay, is that enough oil? It looks like enough oil. Yes, good. So sweep that up, and then water. Red shirt guy is doing his best. He's keeping this whole operation afloat. We are going to put hydrogen plants up here, but I just need to actually think about where they're going to go. Well, they're going to go here. Enable auto bottle. There you go. Hey Dash Games, hope you're doing well. How have you been? What have you been up to lately? I've seen you playing ONI. You started streaming again recently, haven't you? Didn't we all just stick an electrolyzer in a room and pump out the air and hydro? Yes, we've got to do this. It's not negotiable. Chlorine is already down to minimal levels in here. That's good. That's definitely enough water. There's probably slightly more water than we wanted, but I'm not really going to complain at this stage. Right, remove this. Remove this, put this here. And then I think we're good to go. Provided that you don't just spill random things everywhere. Yeah, you're sealed now. Oh, you'll be sealed once you build this tile. Rodriguez was your first tutorial I followed and made me understand some things, and then learning submerged spawns, I learned more. Yeah. I just feel like it's the best approach, to be honest. We built one Rodriguez, and that was enough for me. Right, here you go. Build this one first. I don't know why I'm even cycling through these. I'm not picking any of these guys. No, you did this in the wrong order. Right, now we can flip this and do the same thing. So now you can pump this out. So these gas pumps are in a vacuum. That's very important. Sometimes I feel like it's actually quicker to... Oh, hold on. We got an oil bottle and we got a water bottle. These both need to get out of here. Otherwise, no one will ever let me forget it. I believe in you, Bert. No. Oh, whatever. Do I care? This is so little stuff. I don't care. Sorry, guys. I don't actually care. Okay. So now this is no longer an emergency. Now you just need to actually run on these. And then set these to above 0. Vent these rooms. Then we can put the hydrogen generators up here. So they're going to go here and here probably, just in case we need to access it again. And then that goes there. This gas pump will go here. So we'll go here. And we'll just let the hydrogen infinitely pressurize in here. We don't need to build a separate reservoir for this. You are definitely breathing all of the oxygen out of this space. Reezer inspired me to try Rodriguez. I always just made some typical box when I found the submerged electrolyzers. I can't go back. Yeah, it's funny how that ended up working out. You're a big lurker. You're a lurker and a peer. Or at least you encourage peers. Peer's got a pee. Right, we're nearly done. Gas levels are dangerously low. Good. You encourage the pee. The dupes should pee at the times where you want them to pee. That's what I want to encourage. Right, we've pumped out all the areas now. So set this to pump if it's above 2,000 grams for the oxygen. 1,000 grams for the hydrogen. And then we just turn these on. But we need to run on the wheels just a little bit longer. And you do need to build the generators, but I'll just let you do that on your own time. P is air, P is love, P is life. Yes. Yes, indeedy doody. I think we set these to priority 9 now. We got half a batteries full. That's probably enough power for this. Well, I'm actually impressed we managed to fit this in time. Because I thought this was going to take longer, but I don't think it did. I guess the proof will be in the pudding. And then maybe we can actually start turning this off. We're going to have to get rid of the chlorine here, but that's going to have to happen another day. In the meantime, you guys are just getting a nice fresh dose of chlorine. Metal refinery is going well. Pitcher peppers are doing well. Right, okay. I think we're there. So, we've got the hydrogen generators. We've got a little bit of backup power for this. Everything's plugged in. We have automation set up. We have the water coming in, and it's going to cool everything as it comes in, hopefully. We have the gas pipes. Those need to go here. And then the oxygen we'll just let out here for now, and we'll deal with it later. Okay, let's turn them on. 3. I've already decided the thumbnail today is going to be the Dreco, I think. You know what? I haven't decided. We're going to figure it out. But yeah, 3, 2, 1. That didn't work. No! That didn't work at all. This one worked. This is how it's supposed to go. This one didn't work. So why didn't this one work? Okay, that's fine. One is better than nothing. We need to vent everything in here again then. And this needs to go... This is why we didn't immediately deconstruct all this stuff. Open it. We don't need to open it, bloomin' re. Right. Set this to 0. Is it liquid shenanigans? I don't think it is liquid shenanigans. The liquids are in the same positions. This one's working fine. So just vent all this again. And hopefully this one will behave this time. Oh, now you're out of power? Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, you're going to have to run on these again, because this isn't going to sell power until we get the hydrogen out of here consistently. Oh, come on, Trivaldo. Sometimes it just does that. It's what Priest complains about all the time. Yeah, I mean, actually, it's funny you say that, because this is the first time it's actually done that with this build for me, I think. Normally, it works just fine. But then we've had issues with the rust deoxidizers on this run as well, so maybe it's just something to do with this run. Pump out just the H2 and leave the O2 so it separates properly. Yeah, well, we got to pump out the H2 anyways. That took longer to pump out. But yeah, it did all mix. Oh well, this doesn't take too long to solve anyways. Also, we're starting to get some hydrogen. This is contributing to the spomminess of it, so hopefully we're not going to have too many more issues now. I think it's because the gas pumps were working a little bit at the start and it got mixed up. I think that's what actually happened. The gas pumps turned on when they shouldn't have before it was separated out. Also, we're getting a load of food poisoning from this water because it's all germy water. Oh god. We're aerosolizing all the food poisoning germs. That's very funny. Well, I don't really care. Right, let's not make the same mistake again. So, above 2,000, above 1,000, and then 3, 2, 1, go. Right, that worked. Okay, there we go. Congratulations, Mazel Tov. It worked. Kalu Kalay. So now all the oxygen is infinitely pressurizing down here, all the hydrogen is infinitely pressurizing up here, and this will all run itself. So that's great. Oh, wait. No, this isn't great. This is supposed to be a smart battery. I'm not finishing the smart battery today. Yeah, dig this out. And then automation wire here, and then I'll save it on this shot, and then we'll be all good. Yeah, there you go. Nice and polished. Easy. All right, that'll do. That'll do. I'm pretty happy with that. I think I forgot that in the YouTube video as well. Ridiculous. Right. Let us get out of here. It is getting dark in the fish tank. It's still light enough that you can see some things. Thank you very much for watching. If you're still here for GC Fungus's raid earlier, thank you very much for sticking around. I do appreciate the company. I really enjoy playing video games. I love having a nice moment to actually do it on Twitch. Oxygen Not Included is absolutely my favorite, and I feel like the Oxygen Not Included community is really nice. Like, there's lots of us smaller streamers who like to just all raid each other and hang out in each other's streams, and it's a really nice community, and I'm really glad to be a part of it, to be honest. But yes, if you like what you've seen, feel free to follow me on Twitch if you're not already. You will get access to fish and frog emotes. If you subscribe, you get access to the animated ones, and you also contribute to me improving the stream, getting more equipment, getting more games. No issues with that. We are also almost up to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. YouTube has been doing crazy. And once we get to 1,000, we're actually going to start being able to monetize YouTube. So that's going to be really fun, and that's going to add to the revenue counter that we've got. At the moment, I'm just trying to fund this little light thing that I've got here. You can't see it. But we're actually pretty close to having paid off all of the equipment I bought for the stream, which is pretty exciting, to be honest. There's also, yeah, so let me link to the YouTube. Here's the YouTube. Here is the Discord. I do not have a socials command. That would be a good idea. We do discuss stuff in the Discord quite a lot. Thank you again, Willow, for getting me to do the Artifact Speedrun Challenge. That was a lot of fun. Twitch VOD for that is on here as well. I'm sad that I forgot to have the active chat, or the chat active on the screen during that, but you can see all the Twitch comments in the Twitch VOD comments. That'll be on there for the next two months, I believe. Yeah, it went pretty well, and we probably will attempt it again at some point, but I want to leave a decently sized gap before I reattempt it again, so I don't burn myself out. Yeah, thanks very much for watching. Let me go raid somebody. Who is on? You know what? Let's go raid Matikani. I'm going to go raid Matikani. They are playing Satisfactory. They are a friend of the channel. They're just generally a lot of fun. So if you want to see some Satisfactory, feel free to join us as we head on over. If you have any fishy emotes, spam them. Send fish. Send fish. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye for now. Oh, wait, before I go, we're going back to Mega Aquarium tomorrow. More DLC missions, I think. I'll see what I feel like. I might do more ONI. We'll see. We'll see what I feel like. Take care. Bye.